So today there is quite a lot going on out on the transport network. You have the first of the 960 and the 920 buses. You have the Cockatoo run with double 421s. So I'm guessing a lot of people do that. You got F1. F1 is running free shuttles. Free. So you don't even have to pay for them. Around Denniston. I think there's some other stuff happening as well. And we're in Menai, about to head out to West Wyalong.
10 years ago I made this channel, and since then it's been growing into a massive community of like-minded insane people who spend their days going to random spots near train tracks to watch pieces of metal go past before they get melted. I thought, what better way to celebrate than to take a week-long trek out into the middle of nowhere in outback New South Wales to a station that hasn't seen a single passenger in the previous 12 months, only gets one train in each direction a week, and is made up of nothing but a staircase. Yep, Darnick. Why did I decide to do this? Well, I had 3 reasons. 1, for fun. 2, name one other person who has done this. And 3, it's funny to me personally. Me and my dad drove over to West Wyalong via Bilpin, Lithgow and Cowra before staying the night, then proceeding out towards Ivanhoe via places such as Hillston and Mosgiel on roads that were never made for a Peugeot 307. A squashed finger, lots of dust clouds and a couple stone chips later, we would find ourselves face to face with the Outback Explorer heading to Broken Hill. Dad would race along in the car dodging goats and kangaroos while I relaxed in comfort out to the staircase, where we would set up our tents and camp for the night. Heading back was much of the same, only we would take a much more scenic route via the rest of the Broken Hill line in Merriwa, where we got to check out the funny. A night in Sandy Hollow, followed by some Hunter Valley freight trains, concluded our journey with some much needed sleep. I plan to release a much more in-depth video on Darnick as a place, but for now this little quote-unquote vlog should suffice, as I'm only editing this 1 week before the deadline. So, let's cut to where the action starts, in Ivanhoe.
So we spent way too long trying to get there and then arrived and we had way too much time to kill. So I'll be releasing another video that's kind of just Ivanhoe as a town itself. It's a really interesting town and it's a bit of a culture shock for someone that's basically just been around Sydney and its peripheries for its whole life. I mean, I've been out, regional, but not this sort of like remote regional. So yeah, it's a really interesting little town. But yeah, let's just get to Darnick first. Ivanhoe Station. Why on earth are they using? What is that? That's a 10 class with a tender and a bunch of. What is that? This is one of the most remote railway stations on the entire NSW Trainlink network, but not the most remote. And even out here, yes, if you're in a wheelchair, you can get on the train. Isn't that incredible? Or if you've got a pram, or I don't know, it's just luggage in general. Jesus Christ, these flies are so massive. Platform's a bit more raised up down this end. So you got white flashing light and red. Okay, I think there's no trains coming for a while. I believe this is how they turn on that level crossing down there. I believe so. There's like this little abandoned pathway that leads up to the tracks here at the end of the platform. Some weird equipment, doodads, whatchamacallits, and thingamabobs. We got like 2 hours and a half until the train arrives, which is good. Here we have it's interesting little staircase. Keep off train crew only. Now, I apologise in SW Train Link, but I'm going to be breaking the rules. I know. My sincerest apologies. You of course have the CountryLink bench, TM, and a toilet for women only. Oh. The west end of the platform just has nothing. Look at that. So there's no sort of fence or whatever. And I mean, honestly, it's probably not allowed, but you could probably just use these stairs as an X. Wait a second, I need to check something.
So this very first stage of the relocation moves our state-listed assets into a much more protected arrangement at the...
This old building right here. Jesus Christ, I'm getting out of here. This one.
Sort of haunted house stuff.
Yeah, that's a toilet. In here, hopefully there's another massive nest, but appears to be an old state rail hut. Smoke-free workplace. So this dates back to either 1994 or 2016. Maybe. There was at least a visit in 2016 and 1994. Or at least in 2016. And if anyone wants to say that this is trespassing or whatever, it's not. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it out of sight of a literal jail. Okay? You might notice that we were waffling a bit, so basically, the reason why, it's like a 1 hour 30-minute wait that we had at Ivanhoe. And there's nothing in Ivanhoe. Then this massive rainstorm came, and then our train came, so... Let's just get to Darnick already. It's already like 10 minutes into the video. RTC track machines.
And red light driver. There you go.
Well, that is the one train to Darnick, and here we are. So yeah, they got me to trespass, but I mean, oh well, guess it's not trespassing then. So yeah, this is Darnick Station. I'm actually here. I can't believe it. I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that I've actually just caught a train out to Darnick Station. I don't know how, but Darnick Station has already been graffitied. Someone called FOMO. Let's come down here. So let's look at Darnick Station itself. Well, it's about yay long. I'm almost as tall as the entire station. Facilities include an entrance, and that's it. You don't even get a yellow line. This is Darnick Station. Over there are the remains of the goods platform at Darnick. Down here, pile of sleepers, just resting, not doing much. There's no towns, there's roads, that's it. There's no phone, there's no station masters, bathrooms, timetables. You don't even get a little paddle to flag down the train. This is just as remote as it gets. Another big pile of sleepers over there, timber ones, probably been taken out from the tracks themselves. And I'm gonna head down, and I'm gonna, surprisingly there actually just is a train resting there at Darnick, so gonna have a little look-see at it. It's a little ARTC track maintenance train. It's just been sitting there. I don't know what the plan is for it, but hopefully if it moves then we'll see it. Here's a large loading bank. Got the higher section and the lower section for it. Oh, whoa, that's a skeleton. Some sort of animal. Wow. There, of course, is one of the signals here. It's flashing white, so it's basically nothing coming through. And unlike some other foamers, I'm not going to go up to it too close because, you know, railway infrastructure. Don't want to be trespassing around here. And I mean earlier, yeah, when I had to cross the tracks, but literally the staff told me to. What else was I going to do? Manual switch standstill, and an actual, you know, electronic crossing. So, you know, has bells, barriers, everything. free track level crossing. Free tracks. It's not a main line of any sort. Well, actually it is, it's the Broken Hill line, but still. Unicary Road, Darnick, level crossing. The old ARTC logo too. BX043 and TJ106. Both owned by the ARTC. Sun's already setting. Better get back to the campsite. Well, there goes the sun at Darnick. Then it was time for the campfire. I'm gonna be honest, there might have been a total fire ban. I'm genuinely not sure. I looked at the map, it said it was green, but some people said that there was, I don't know. It's something to cook using those coals. Yeah. Next time. Thanks, Dad. You're more than welcome, The haunted Darnick station at night. Wow, it's so spooky. Oh my goodness. Darnick station at night. Whoa, spooky light. Oh my goodness, it's a ghost, I'm gonna die. Wow. Darnick. At 2 AM, it's actually 7 PM. Where is this guy going? He's actually turning. Hold up. Oh, I thought he wasn't like an ARTC guy or something, but no, he's just keeping on going. But that was so spooky. Oh my god, guys, that could have been ARTC or something. About to do track work. I mean, he's stopping? Okay, I'm actually kind of confused. Okay, so that guy in the car down there, I was doing that whole like, ooh, spooky Darnick as a joke, but like now I'm actually kind of concerned. Because like, what is this guy doing here? Because he's definitely not ARTC, otherwise he would have like at least gone up to the actual tracks or something, but no. He's off. Okay. Bye. I was so confused what he was doing because he just pulled over, he sat there for ages and ages and ages doing nothing and then drove off. Guys, I'm at the spooky Darnick station. There's another car coming. Ooh. Just go to the road. Focus on the fire, please. Sort of flash on the front-facing camera, but basically, funnily enough, I am just lying here on Darnick Station and my entire body pretty much fits down the end of the platform. So theoretically, I could just get off the train, get out a sleeping bag, sleep on the station itself, and then just get up at like 9 AM the next morning and then just hop on the train straight out of here. I'm going to become the first person to film the underneath of Darnick Station. Check this out. It's BHP South Australia. So this would have been fabricated. This station would have been built, technically, in South Australia, probably at the Whyalla Steel Mill. Which is funny, because the next train passing through is a steel train headed for Whyalla. So, I mean, you know, ain't that fitting? The Whyalla station, I guess, with the Whyalla train.
It's the wrong railway line, but still. So YN2's coming with an 80 class. We cannot miss this, so what we're doing, just getting a bit more battery because the shuttle release on the Nikon isn't working. So yeah, we've got a little AC power adapter, plugs into a cigarette lighter. We're just chilling, we're just chilling. Let's hope I at least press record.
is Darnick Station. It starts here and it ends here. There's one service a week in each direction. One that way on Monday, one that way on Tuesday. There's nothing else here. So you might be asking, why have I come out here? Why have I come out all the way from Sydney to see a metal staircase pretty much? There's no really particular reason why, I just kind of wanted to do it. So, that brings us to why. Why is Darnick Station still open? Well, there's 3 reasons. 1, because why not? Genuinely, why would the government have to go all the way out of their way to close down a station, especially in, you know, a society nowadays where public transport is very highly valued? Number 2, people actually do use this station very, very, very occasionally, I might add, but yes, people do use the station, at least according to the people on board of the Explorer that I got off here. And 3, and my favourite reason, to annoy Barry O'Farrell. Something very interesting almost happened to Darnick in the year 2000. Because the Broken Hill Express had been shut down, there was a proposal by the government to buy up Indian Pacific tickets from Red Class and then sell them at country-link prices before making, you know, whistle stops at stations along the way, including Darnick. However, while I believe this did happen for all of the other stations along the line, Darnick was deemed too unsafe to stop at, which I mean, you are stopping one of the biggest passenger trains in the world at a station that is basically, you know, it could maybe fit me while lying down. But I mean, still, come on, it's Darnick. Like, surely we could have had the Indian Pacific stopping here. Actually gone around this end yet, but yeah, here's your little good sighting, and the platform here still right at a cade. Over there is your refueling stations. This big old water tank sitting here completely empty now. Very old VB sitting there. Hello. I don't want to just hop inside. Bunch of old clearance signs just sitting here. And the fact that this has like little do not climb stickers means someone's tried to climb this while it's been abandoned and it hasn't gone well. So, there's just tons of like old random little railway track parts, which I guess makes sense because this was basically a little town just for the railway workers to do their business. Well, when I say that, it sounds kind of wrong, but still. Here's something interesting. Abandoned siding at Darnick. Check this out. Oh, just step on. What is this? Well, if there's no trains passing by this morning before the Explorer, then at least we got little TJ 106 and BX 043 sitting here doing nothing. So I believe the higher part of these was in order to load along livestock, which, as you can hear, there is quite a lot of. We are surrounded by literally thousands of goats at the moment, so I'm guessing that's probably what they would have loaded on there. And plus there is that, you know, bit of history where they had the biggest cattle transport in one go in the world for like that year right here. So yeah, that would have been where it came off and came on. Now, speaking about goats, there's a couple right there. Hello. We got two otters just sitting down there, doing whatever. Off they go. I keep on trying to get a 3/4 shot of the goats, but they keep on just running away. We were doing some digging, trying to slowly put out the fire, and found this really old tin can or something. Wow.
Believe it or not, while there aren't any houses in Darnick, there are still substantial attractions. To kill some times, we ventured down south to the Darnick airstrip. The only thing that I knew about this place is that it existed, and the only thing I learnt from my trip was that it was on private property anyway. Next up is the Darnick Gun Club, School of the Air and Town Hall. The gun club ceased operations just a couple months before our trip unfortunately, and the latter two we had no clue even existed until our visit. Again, I'm planning on releasing another video about the gun club itself, but this one is already way too long. The town hall in question was locked shut, so there really wasn't much to see. Finally, it was time to head home. It had been an absolutely amazing trip, but hey, all good things must come to an end. Plus, the flies were getting unbearable anyway.
Yeah, they're everywhere, aren't they? Ago, I made this YouTube channel just because I was a little kid, I like trains, I wanted to make some videos maybe one day. I think, like all of us at that sort of age, we had that sort of dream of like having a YouTube start. I mean, I kind of fell out of love with that dream, but I've always loved the journey along the way, regardless. Just like you guys, I could not imagine a better community that I could have. Honestly, thank you so much to everyone that's watched my videos, all my friends, everyone who's liked, subscribed, commented, anything like that. Just even like just talking about it in general. Yeah, it really does mean a lot to me, and I mean, 10 years on, it's quite a long time, especially for a YouTube channel. I've done this basically all my life. You know, I started when I was 5 years old, and I mean, even then it was just like random slideshows and images that I found on Google, but still, I mean, what other videos would you expect a 5-year-old to make? Anyways, it's kind of surreal to see just how far we've come, and yeah, hopefully the future has even more in store. I would, you know, I'm kind of screwing this whole thing up because it's constant just like from the train, but oh well.